I'm Jennifer Danielle and welcome to Little Life of Wealth. Today I am doing a video that is very long overdue. So first off, I felt so weird yesterday because it was the first Sunday that I did not have a cruise vlog upload in like 4 months. So I missed you guys. I'm so happy to be back. As you guys can see, I'm actually in my home office today. So this is my first time actually recording like this. So it's gonna be different. I'm probably gonna be a little bit nervous, but we are gonna get through this together because you guys gotta get to know me. So I actually took some notes here, so that's why you keep seeing me look down at my phone, because I have some specific questions I want to answer that you guys asked me, as well as just share some things with you guys so that you guys get to know me a little bit better. So stay tuned. Alright, so I realized a couple of weeks ago that we have traveled together. You guys are my family. Like, we have been together since November, since my very first solo cruise on the Carnival Mardi Gras. But I have not done a get to know me. So I am so sorry, guys. Like, I can't believe I was so rude. But for those of you who don't know, I am Jennifer Danielle. You guys, I'm sure, know that by now. But I want to share with you guys a couple things about me and let you guys really get to know me and why I started solo traveling and all that good stuff. So my questions here. So first off, I am very active on Instagram, if you guys don't know, so be sure to follow me. You can follow me at VGNDanielle. I post in my stories literally every day, and I give people opportunities to ask me questions and give me feedback on what you want me to talk about on my next YouTube. So that is the way to directly access me and ask me anything. You also can definitely comment below, and I will be sure to respond there also. So I am recording this video on June 13th, so it's Monday, and ironically, we are less than 2 weeks from my birthday. June is my favorite month. Love me some June. So one of the questions that I'm always asked is, what zodiac sign am I? I don't really believe in signs like that, but mine kind of does go with me. So I am a Cancer. And I am super sensitive, super emotional all the time. I cry usually when I'm happy more than anything. So if it's the end of a sad movie or something, I'm crying. You guys have probably seen me cry on every cruise. Like, I end up like looking out at the ocean being like, this is so beautiful, oh my God. So yeah, that is me. But I am a Cancer. My birthday is June 26th. So it's coming up in a little bit here. I'm going to share what I'm doing for my birthday this year a little bit later in this video. So be sure to stay tuned. So as far as my age, I am today 32. I'll be 33 in 2 weeks. So whoop, whoop, this is my Jesus year. So I expect a lot of big things to happen this year. And I'm really looking forward to just kind of starting fresh and kind of having a slate of day one. Usually I kind of go through like this whole, I didn't accomplish this and I didn't do that for my birthday, but I have done so many big things and had like met so many of my personal goals over the last couple years that this year I'm like, girl, give yourself a break. So I am taking a break. I am chilling, and you know, I'm just gonna accept whatever and be happy about my birthday coming. So let's see, what else was I asked? Oh, okay. So where am I located and where am I originally from? So I am originally from Memphis, Tennessee, born and raised. I currently live in Atlanta, and I have been here for 4.5 years now. Atlanta was always my dream place to live. It was actually the first place I solo traveled. So I have taken, look, we go way back with the solo travel. So I was taking the mega bus to come out here to Atlanta just to experience the city. I always thought that the downtown was beautiful. The skyline, it was something about that mega bus and the fact that you get in at 11 p.m. and seeing that skyline lit up downtown. I have always been in love with this city. So it was a no-brainer for me to move here. I've been trying to get here for like, I say it was like 20 years because I thought I would go to college here, but it was too expensive. And so this is like my dream place to be and where I see myself in the foreseeable future. Little Life of Wealth. So let's talk about the title of this channel. And I've kind of been going back and forth, to be honest, because the channel, I love cruising, but it doesn't really align with what my vision was and my thought process behind Little Life of Wealth. So what I am planning to do is to change my content a little bit and talk to you guys a little bit more about building wealth and kind of my vision in my life. And so this is the beginning of me actually sharing my story and my journey. So I think it's going to fit in right, but we'll see. The name could change later. But Little Life of Wealth basically was created by me around the year 2020 when everyone was at home doing like the online courses and talking about building wealth and generational wealth and all of that. So I had a period in my life where I went from living paycheck to paycheck to doing very well financially, making the most money I've ever made in my life. And I was extremely unhappy. And it was because I felt like I wasn't fulfilled and I wasn't doing anything that was like towards my purpose. I always felt like I was supposed to be helping women and coaching in some capacity and teaching. And when I wasn't doing that and I was making the money and I was buying stock and doing everything that, supposedly you're supposed to be doing to build wealth, I realized that I wasn't happy. So what I created Little Life of Wealth to be is a brand that really focused on create financial, so like leveling up financially, of course, physically, so being in good shape so that you can enjoy life, just mental health, so mental health wealth. And so just being mentally in a great space where you're happy, where you feel fulfilled, you feel like you're living out your purpose. And so I wanted Little Life of Wealth to be pretty much my lifestyle in what's the best way for me to put it? Y'all see how I've been like mentally working through this thing. But basically it's going to be my life. It's not the flash. It's not considered the big wealth and all of the money and all of that. But it is a happy life. It is a life that I feel meets all of my needs and is prosperous. So I'm going to work on that a little bit, y'all. But y'all get what I'm talking about. We fam. So, so how did you start solo traveling? And so, like I said, my first solo trips actually started when I was in college. So growing up, we never really traveled or took family vacations or anything. And so it wasn't really seen to be important in my life growing up. But once I got to college, I became a really big basketball fan. And so I would travel with the team and the fan group there and go and see games in other cities. So that's kind of how I started doing all of that. And I would meet friends along the way. So I really think that that's what opened me up to being comfortable to solo traveling. When I started doing that, I also was a big concert fan. And so my first like official solo trip, I say, is when I came to Atlanta to see The Weeknd. So I flew from Memphis, spent the night in an Airbnb, like took a lift to the concert, like straight up did it by myself and had the best time. And so I've always been a person that's been, I don't even consider myself to be an introvert anymore. I think I'm more so like, I have to have the right energy around me, and I have to have people that are interested in doing what I like to do. I feel like I've spent a lot of my life kind of like meshing with people and hanging with people and doing what other people wanted to do. And so for me in this stage, it's really important that I learn what I like, and I learn to be comfortable just spending time with myself and like channeling the universe, channeling energy. So that's why I find it solo travel to be so important, and I stress it to you guys because I have learned so much about myself being open to travel, and I have met some amazing people that are interested in what I'm interested in and who really just enjoy life and are positive. And I feel like a lot of times people spend their life like growing up with the same friends. I think that's so beautiful when you have friends that you've had for 20 and 30 years. But I also think it's important to expand and to grow and find people that are interested in the things that you're interested in and have similar lifestyles. So I think as you grow, your circle grows. And so that's what I've experienced. And the best way for me to meet people has been by doing the things I love to do. So that's why I think solo travel is so important, and that's why I do this channel and I stress it to you guys, and I'm always so happy to answer questions for you all, because it's really helped me as a person and just helped me to see, you know, what's out there, and it's helped me to learn about other people and other cultures that I possibly wouldn't know before. So yeah, that was a long answer, but that's basically how I started solo traveling. What has been your favorite cruise port or place you visited? So if you guys just saw my one of my latest uploads, it was to Aruba. And Aruba, hands down, was my favorite cruise port. And I definitely did not expect it to be so great. Growing up, I heard, you know, just about that one case of the girl that went missing in Aruba. So when I first saw that this cruise was going to Aruba, I was literally terrified, and I was like, I'm not getting off the ship. And so I'm going to talk about this offer a little bit more, but that 8-day cruise that I just did was actually it was a $0 cruise, and so all I had to pay was the taxes on it. So I was not planning on going on another cruise. So I had one the beginning of March, and that one was the middle of March. And so I wasn't planning on going on another cruise, but once I got that $0 offer, I was like, yeah, 8 days on a cruise, I gotta go. So I ended up going. Sorry, y'all, my hair is like blowing back here and doing something weird. But yeah, once I got that offer, I was like, oh yeah, hands down, I am going. So went on that cruise, and Aruba ended up being my favorite port. I just loved how when you got off the ship, there wasn't like all those vendors that were like begging you to buy stuff. And I loved the like how it was walk friendly. So once you got off the cruise, like if you guys watched my vlog, I was able to walk to the Renaissance Hotel, which had a casino, restaurants, and of course a Starbucks, which is like my favorite place. But it was just so much to do there. And of course the flamingos were beautiful, even though I was afraid of them, and I didn't really take the photos I wanted to take, but that's okay because that just means I have to go back. But Aruba was definitely my favorite place to cruise to. Amber Cove is a close second, but yeah, Aruba is number one. The next question is, what accomplishment are you most proud of? For me, it's starting this channel because, like I said, guys, like I no longer call myself an introvert because I believe that I'm not anymore. I think I was just around the wrong people and the wrong crowds, and I was just not really around people that brought out, or I guess that I felt comfortable speaking with. But for me, I am most proud of this channel. I'm most proud of the fact that what you see is what you get. How I am on my channel, how I am in my vlogs, like the crazy things I say. I do very little editing on my videos. And so I love the fact that I'm me and that you guys receive it and you guys are so positive. Like I told you I get emotional, and look, I feel it coming out. But you know, for me, I have always been just self-conscious of like how I look, how I spoke on camera, because y'all know I'm from Memphis, so I got, you know, I got a little bit of a country accent, but yeah, so I just have always been terrified to be in front of the camera, and I thought that I was a person that was always going to be in the background and running the business and helping people, which I do love doing that. But I love the fact that I'm able to get out in front of you guys and connect with you and answer your questions and help you guys to build the confidence to travel. Like it makes me so happy when you guys send me messages and tell me, you know, I just went on my first trip because I watched your video, or, you know, I'm considering going on a trip. This trip did this for me because I went. And that just, it makes me feel so good. And I feel like that's what God wanted me to do. And so, you know, I'm so proud of this channel. I'm so proud of the fact that, you know, through me trial and erroring and living life, I'm able to, you know, share my story, share my journey, and connect with you guys. So that's definitely the thing I'm most proud of right now. So the next question I have is, what do you do for work? All right, so look, let me reposition for this one. Okay, so I am going to share something with you guys that I have not said publicly anywhere. I feel like I'm finally ready to talk about it. So, whew, okay, I'm gonna take a breath. All right, so for work, previously, I worked in sales, and I was in a corporate position. I was working my way up the corporate ladder. I always felt like I didn't belong in sales. I am not a technical salesperson. I'm not a person who is good at, you know, just kind of back and forth banter and the sales life. I know that sales gets a really bad reputation when you think about a car salesman, but yeah, I just have never been that person, and I always felt like I was in a job that I didn't belong in. But in January, so let's back up. So really my first solo cruise, when I was on the Mardi Gras Thanksgiving, it was one of my lowest points. It was when I was like really going through probably the worst depression I have seen myself go through. It was really difficult, and I went on that trip as a way to really get away, because I wanted to do something where I could completely unplug. And I went on that trip so that I could spend some time just trying to get myself back happy, just find myself again. I had been, you know, working this sales job. We ended up transitioning to working from home. So we had been working from home since, of course, March of 2020. And it was extremely stressful. And I had the best performing year that I've had, period. And really, it was the best. I think I was the top performer within this company, which was a really big deal. But I was so sad and just so, man, it was rough. It was rough. So I went on this trip, and while I was on it, I prayed. I asked God, like every morning when you guys see me on the balcony in some of those videos, I was praying to God, asking God, like, how can I impact people? You know, what can I do to get out of this job? What can I do to get back to myself and get out of this, you know, this spot that I've been in mentally? And it's spending that 7 days on the Mardi Gras just really showed me like what life was like. And I was like, how can I find a way to, I don't even think I was thinking of a way to like get paid from traveling. I think all I wanted to do was find a way to generate income while being happy and while living my life. And so fast forward, I came back from the cruise, and some things had kind of happened with the job where I was like, this is the final straw. And so I made the decision to put in my 2 weeks and to quit. I told myself I am not going into 2022 with this job. I did have savings. I had been ironically kind of like maneuvering my life. I never planned to quit, but I had been maneuvering my life to where my expenses weren't as high, where I would have savings and things like that. But I didn't have like a full business that was making money. I was making a little money on the side, but not a full business that would like sustain or meet what I was making in my job. So I decided to take the leap, and I walked away from my job January 3rd. I put in my 2 weeks, so my last official day was January 17th. And so I have been a full-time content creator / entrepreneur since then. It's been such a ride. So we are 5 months in, and this is the first time I'm actually able to talk about what I do and actually publicly say that, yeah, I quit my job, because it was such a prestigious like job, and it was a job that people looked at and they were like, you know, this is where you retire from, and you know, of course, the benefits and all of that. I'm actually not going to go into any more detail on this video. I'm going to save that for another video, because I feel like there are a lot of things that I need to talk about with that. But being a content creator and actually getting paid from travel now it's like a dream life. I just wish it was a little bit more money, but we're going to get there. I know it. I know I'm going to get there. So that is what I do for work. I literally do this. I record videos, I travel, I share products that I wear, and I get paid from all of it. So that is real life, y'all. And the reason why, I did want to tell you guys, the reason why I'm all of a sudden comfortable sharing this, I think was because I went to Memphis last week. And so I didn't realize I had not been back to my hometown since I quit. And in Memphis, this company that I used to work for is a really big deal. It's like the center of everything. So I'm sure you guys are going to figure it out once I say that. But it was just like, it kind of like made things real for me. I think that I knew that I quit. I knew that I wasn't there. But being back there and seeing the signage everywhere and seeing that company just kind of had me like, okay, like you really are no longer a part of this. And I was at peace with it, and I was okay with that. So yeah, that was so that's how we got there. That was actually the #1 question that I was asked on my Instagram. I guess people see you traveling, but I always want to be a person that keeps it real, like, and is 100 about it. So I really want to dictate a little bit more of this journey and show a little bit more of this, especially on this channel. You know, what the journey has been like of trying to, you know, become a full-time content creator / influencer. I also finally came to terms with that title because apparently that's what I am. So yeah, but yeah, very long answer. I'm sorry, y'all, but that was like kind of one of the most important things I wanted to talk to you guys about, because I know that you guys wonder when you see me traveling, like, what are you doing? Like, how are you surviving? And it's savings, it's prayer, and it's content. Hey, I need to put that on a shirt. Alright, so last couple questions here, and I'm sure this video is way longer than I thought it would be, so my bad, y'all. When is your next adventure? So let's get into this one. So I am excited to tell you guys the next adventure is going to be Essence Fest for my birthday. My sister actually purchased tickets for us to go. So I am going to do a full vlog and show you guys my first time going to Essence Fest. I am going to show you guys some looks coming up really soon on a video, but I want to show you guys the whole process and everything of you know, getting to New Orleans, where we eat and where we visit. I've been to New Orleans tons of times, but I'm really looking forward to my first trip to Essence Fest. And of course, Kevin Hart is doing a show there. Nicki Minaj is going to be one of the headliners. Janet Jackson and New Edition's another headliner. And there are a bunch of like other really big artists that are going to be there too. So it is going to be such a good time. But I cannot wait to show you guys what I do at Essence Fest. So I told you guys it was going to be a concert summer. So that is concert 1. We are headed to Essence Fest in 2 weeks. Last question, when is the next cruise? You know what, I have spilled enough tea today about Essence Fest. I will tell you guys one cruise that I have coming up. So originally I thought that my next cruise was going to be in November for Thanksgiving. So I am going on the inaugural Carnival Celebration cruise. And I am looking forward to it because this is their brand new ship. It's modeled after the city of Miami. I have been watching all the videos of them building this ship, and this is my first time really just kind of being in the mix and being in the know, waiting for a new ship to come out. So I am going on the Carnival Celebration in November, so you guys are going to get to see that. But I have another cruise that has been booked for this summer. So concert summer has been interrupted with cruise. The only thing I will tell you guys is that for the next cruise, this is going to be my first time on this cruise line. So I want you guys to drop in the comments what cruise line you think I'm going on. So it's one that I have not been on. If you follow my channel, you know where I've been. You know who I am kind of allegiant to. Carnival. But and I've been on 2 cruise lines so far, so there are multiple others, and there is one in particular that I am about to go on that I have never been on. So you guys let me know in the comments where you think I'm going, and I will be sharing footage from that and sharing exactly what cruise it will be in an upcoming video very soon, because the cruise is in August and it's now June, so you guys will know pretty soon. Thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for staying to the end and for watching and subscribing and commenting and sending me messages on Instagram. I really appreciate you guys, and you mean the world to me. Definitely message me and let me know if I can ever help you with anything or answer any questions. You guys know I respond to every message. But that is going to be it for this video. I will see you guys on Wednesday. So we actually are doing 2 uploads this week. So I'll see you guys on Wednesday. We are going to do a Essence lookbook, and I am going to show you guys the outfits I have planned, and we're going to talk about it. So see you guys next time. Bye.